Yo, what's good, y'all? Y'all come tap in with me real quick. I just want to share something really, really funny with y'all that blessed my soul. Oh my God. I just got out the shower and I was sitting here getting dressed, just kind of in a funk in my mind because I am in a manic session right about now from all of this pain and not sleeping and everything that I got going on. But I digress. I got out the shower and I was just sitting here and my homegirl called one of my oldest, longest friends. I ain't gonna cry, y'all. I'm gonna shake it off and I'm gonna get this out because it's more of a blessing testimony than it is, you know what I'm saying, like a slick diss. But somebody gonna catch some strays because they came for me and they got dealt with. So it ain't no strays. They got some direct headshots. But anyway, a couple months ago, in December, I've been having trouble with my doctors. They've been filling out my prescriptions and my paperwork wrong. Them filling out my paperwork wrong has caused my insurance to deny my medication. And me being on a fixed income and having had a fall in July of 2023 that has reduced my ability to earn money. And I'm on a fixed income and I was had that income sliced in half for the income that I had from my grandmother that she took from me before I was given disability. So I've been struggling, I've been manic because I have a bipolar disorder and it I am chemically imbalanced. So and the external stimuli is snatching me every which way all day long and I cannot focus. I cannot get myself together. That's why I smoke because it slows my mind down and it helps me delegate and it helps me compartmentalize everything that I got going on so I don't lose my mother mind. But anyway, I went live a few months ago. It was probably January because my mom paid for the medication in December, which was the first month that they messed the medication up. So this was probably January, right? Before my birthday and everything. And I was just going through it. Um, I went live and I'm like, look, I'm gonna kill myself. I can't deal with this no more. I'm tired. I'm exhausted and mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, and I am just done. And my Facebook friends, they came through for me. They encouraged me and I was able to get the money to pay for the medication. So maybe a couple days later or whatever, somebody blessed me with some weed, knowing that it's medication for me. I have a medical marijuana license because it is a prescription medication for me and my pain and my mental distress. So anyways, people bless me, but it's because I sow. It's me bearing, getting fruit, harvest from what I sow. So people that know me, they're not surprised to see people bless me, but people that hate on me, they don't know what I got going on, so they want to sit around and try to figure out everything that I got going on. But anyway, um like I said, in January my medication got paid for, and then somebody blessed me with some weed for my birthday or whatever. And me, I share the good, the bad, and the ugly because my life is a testament to God and His grace and His mercy and His goodness. And that's it. I don't brag and boast on the work of my own hands or nothing that I got going on in this world because I'm nothing. I'm nobody. I'm filthy rags who chose to do what God told them to do, even though I haven't gotten where I feel like I need to be to honor Him, by being 100% who He has called me to be. I'm still struggling, but I'm not using that as an excuse not to do what He called me to do. And God said in this season to obey is better than to sacrifice. It's better for me to obey and to be judged by y'all saying, oh, how you talking about God and you smoke weed? How you talking about God and you curse? Because He chose me, He called me, and I'm doing what He told me to do, even though I haven't been delivered yet. I'm still walking out my own soul salvation. But when in January, when I got blessed with some weed and my medication paid for, a random Facebook friend that I have that I don't have no interaction with other than Facebook. I saw her one time in public in real life. I didn't know who she was. She told me we were Facebook friends, and we chopped it up, whatever, whatever. And then, maybe some time after that, she messaged me about something that I had brought back from Georgia, and it was just some light conversation type stuff. And she asked me how much the item was. I told her. She like, well, I'm broke right now. I'm like, well, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward, that was years ago, at least 2 years ago. Fast forward to now, January, and she messaged me on some random hating, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I see that somebody paid for your medicine, and then you got weed. So, making judgments about something that she didn't know nothing about. So, I got with her real quick, and she wanted to fight, and bitch die and all of this stuff. Then she blocked me. You know what I'm saying? And I had went to her page after I saw the message, you know what I'm saying, and saw that she had made a subliminal post about me, and she talking about how people begging for money and then buying weed. And first of all, I didn't beg for money on my live. I didn't ask for money on my live. I stated what the problem was, that I was in distress because I'm on a fixed income, and I'm disabled, and I'm injured while being disabled, and now I'm having my doctors and stuff drag me through all of this discrimination and patient abuse and all of this stuff because I hurt myself while I was already disabled, which was not my fault. I had a slip and fall while I was on vacation, minding my business, honor catering to the girls and just trying to take them for a summer vacation. I was injured. That has caused me not to be able to barely even walk. I can barely bathe. So me just getting out the shower, it's a blessing because I don't have the physical strength to do everything every day that I need to do. So I choose my battles. I choose to put my family before my own personal needs. Hey sis, I love you. Putting some stuff together for Orion. I'm so happy he's here. I'm praying for y'all that y'all get out of the hospital soon and have a speedy recovery, and that he flourishes. But I'm making something for my babies. But y'all, my people came through for me. They blessed me with the medicine, and they blessed me with the weed. You know what I'm saying? People bless me with money. They support my business. And that is the only way I'm surviving, because my mom and my grandmother, they cut off all the money that I was making, and I haven't been able to work. So the girl messaged me, you know what I'm saying, like kind of slick. She was like slick dissing. She didn't, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't straight up disrespectful. I just watched a video about contamination, cuff to contamination, by Pastor Mike Todd, and how he was talking about how some people aren't overt, they're covert. She wasn't overtly disrespectful, she was covertly disrespectful, and she tried to act like she was concerned, and but don't worry, don't count my pockets, don't worry about what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like with me, I am a transparent person, but I couldn't possibly tell y'all everything that's going on in my life. So even though I tell y'all a lot, y'all don't know 1% of what's going on. I tell people the pertinent information to get help and resources to get out of this situation, so I can continue with my ministry that I was doing before them people came against my finances. But anyway, she came against me in the inbox. I went to her page and I saw that she had slick dissed me, saying, yeah, people on live begging for money, but then buying weed and all of this stuff. And like I said, I didn't ask for money. I never begged for money. And I didn't buy the weed. Somebody gave it to me, which is none of her business, but that's what it was. So, and then it was like, I could see if she was the person that had paid for my medicine and was, you know what I'm saying, assuming that I had bought weed and in her feelings or whatever. But you didn't help me. I didn't get nothing from you. So she was just slick hating and, you know what I'm saying, trying to start some stuff. And like I said, once I said what I said, like, bitch, why you worried about what I got going on? She blocked, bitch died, wanted to fight, where you at and all of this stuff. I'm like, everybody in the city knows where I'm at. I'm not hiding from nobody. If you know me, if you looking for me, you know where I'm at. It is not nobody in this city that doesn't know where I'm at. Period. So we gonna go on and nip that in the bud. I ain't ducking no rat. But I don't have no beef with nobody to the point where I'm going to put what I got going on the line to fight somebody that's mad at how people love me. How much sense do that make? For me to let her trick me off the street because she mad and hating that people love me and that people help me. So anyway, it was crazy because like I said, she said all of that. I said what I said and she blocked me. I ain't thought about the girl no more since. And that's just being honest because she was a non-factor in my life already. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward to today. And I'm just sitting here minding my black-owned business. And my sis calls and she say, sis. And I say, what? And she said, I'm about to bless you. And she told me that this same person who was slick dissing me, who was judging me, who was, you know what I'm saying, trying to come down on me for needing help, even though I didn't ask for help. I just said I was tired and I was giving up and my people showed up to help me. You go to my friend and you ask for some money, but you call me broke. Make it make sense. You go to her and you ask her for some money. Now, this is one thing that I want to say. People watch even when they don't comment. Just like I said, it ain't a person in this city that don't know where I'm at. I don't believe it's a person in this city that don't know what's going on with me because everybody know everything. And I prove that every time I'm out in the street and somebody say, yeah, I saw this on Facebook, but they didn't comment. They didn't help. They didn't, you know what I'm saying? But they saw it though. And they acknowledged that they saw it. So y'all can act like y'all don't see me. Y'all can act like y'all don't hear me, but you feel me. And that's why you hate. Asked my friend for some money and got chumped off because you don't know who I know. You don't know who knows me. You don't know who loves me. And I want to shout out my friend Koo because she stood up for me behind my back. She defended me. We don't talk every day. We don't hang out every day. But when it came down to it, she said, no, you don't get to disrespect my friend in public and then come in private and ask me for money. That blessed me because that's kingdom. But everybody fighting against me is the church. It's the streets that love on me. It's the streets that support me. Like Shakira, I was on Amazon not too long ago and I saw your food stamp card in my payments from where you sent me food. It's not like I forgot that you had sent me food, but I didn't know that your card information was in my Amazon from when you sent me food. I deleted it. I've never used it. I'm integral, but that blessed me. I don't forget things like that. I don't forget the people that stand up for me. Because I'm out here putting my life on the line, going to war for this city, for this region, for this territory. And I've been holding down my friend who's in prison for almost 10 years, and he came at me wrong yesterday. But some people, they don't know you. They don't care to get to know you. But I put it out there for everybody. I love on all of y'all. I pray for y'all. If I see you need help and I don't have the resources, I go get it for you if I can. That's why God blesses me. Not because of anything special that I'm doing, but because my heart is pure. And because I'm trying. And he told me, he said, there's no different levels of holiness to where you have to idolize your pastor. Either you trying or you not. Either you succumbing to sin or you're fighting. But I don't have to go through you to get to God. God is pouring out his spirit on all flesh because he just wants somebody to obey. I love you more, sis. He wants somebody. He don't care who it is. He don't care if it's the lesbian. He don't care if it's the drug dealer. And those are the people that are giving him his yes. Their yes unapologetically. While y'all Christians are sitting around judging. I'm not a Christian. I'm a follower of the way. I'm a follower of Christ. I'm not a hearer of the word. I'm a doer. And to have people show up for me, it blessed my soul. Because I show up for people. I get into it and get ostracized and get kicked out by my mom every other chance I get because I'm going to defend Denalia. I'm going to defend these kids. I'm not going to let them get bullied and sit back and not say shit. I'm not going to do it. Because I love my mom, but we are under attack. And all I can do is fight on one end, but where two or more are gathered. I can't do this by myself. So to have somebody stand up for me, it blessed my soul. I look for reasons to fight and live every day, and it came to me today. Somebody is fighting for you. Somebody is fighting with you. And that meant the world to me. I could never put a price on how much I value that woman. Because we've been friends for a long time. And we haven't had the best circumstances out of life. But we got joy. You know, we got true friendship. I don't have to be around her every day. She saw somebody disrespect me and she stood up for me. And I love Antoinette Koo Harris. Miss Koo, I love you forever. I love your children. I love your grandchildren. It's nothing they could do to make me hate you. Because you a real one. You came through for me today on levels that you will never understand. Because I'm in this thing by myself. What's good, sis? I get up every day and I try. I get up every day and I love. I get up every day and I sow. And I'm just so grateful that today somebody had my back. Somebody said, no, you don't get to disrespect my friend that you don't know nothing about. And then slide up to me and ask me for help. I'm going to help you with a life lesson. Touch not God's anointed and do his prophets no harm. That's why I'm not at war with my mom. I'm at war with the spirit that is using her. Period. That's it. Because I came here as her ally, as her friend, as her destiny helper, and as somebody that has put everything they have and everything they are behind everything she wanted to do. If she said, I want to lose weight, I bought the D-Herbs cleanse. If she said, I want to travel, I bought the passport and the cruise and the flight and the hotel. I did things without her asking because I saw that they needed to be done. And I'm still doing it. She don't ever have to speak to me again. She can walk by me every day like I don't exist. But it will no longer invalidate me because I know who I am. I know what I give. I'm okay, sis. I'm just grateful today that I had somebody stand up for me. I'm so grateful. Because I be feeling like I'm in this thing alone. And that's why I be coming to social media, because God tells me, he said, put it out there. You don't never know who it's going to reach. But see, I know he turns the hearts. He can turn people's heart against you. He can make people not help you. But I don't blame them. I run to him. And that's why God is covering me. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. But he knows I'm going to be honest and transparent, and I'm going to help. I'm going to help advance the kingdom instead of tearing down all the good in the people that are trying to do right. I'm just so grateful today. For real. To have people love me and stand up for me and fight for me and tell people that they can't just treat me any kind of way. That's what I expected from the church when my grandmother and my mom came against me in a spirit of witchcraft and manipulation. That's what I expected. I'm gonna stop crying, sis. That's what I expected from the church. For them to intervene and to stand up for what was right. But the church is not a building. It's not the titles. It's the people that are standing up for what is right. And that's what I do. And like I said, man, I am just, that gave me new energy today. Because like I said, I get up every day and look for a reason to live. I am in so much distress. But it's trying to keep me from doing what God has called me to do. Somebody just tried to send me money on Apple Pay, and I have an iPhone, and but it doesn't have a number to it. So it said that I was unable to receive Apple payments, and they had to send it on Zelle. But God has just been showing up for me, showing out for me, and it's because of the seeds that I have sown. I am wholeheartedly sure of that. Because I've reaped my karma the same way I'm reaping my blessings. But I consciously stopped doing dirt 10 years ago. And I think that's the difference. I think that's the difference, because all I'm doing is trying, and I'm failing miserably. But God said to obey is better than to sacrifice the fear of failing. It's better to do it and fail than to not do it because you fear failing. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that on my soul. And I am just trying to be obedient. I'm just trying to do the will of the one that sent me. And the enemy is up against me, but the one fighting for me is stronger. And I'm holding on to that. And I'm going to keep praying for my grandmother. And I'm going to keep praying for the deliverance of my family from this Jezebel witchcraft Leviathan spirit that's been passed down through generations. But I'm teaching Daisy and Denalia that they don't have to accept that as their truth, as their life, as their future. They can say today, no more. And that's why I'm in pain too, sis. I believe that in my soul. Because the devil know that he gonna have to kill me now. That I have given God my yes, he gonna have to kill me because I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop doing what God called me to do. And my mom can make me her enemy. I don't have no ill will towards her. None. I look for things through this house all day, every day to do to help her. Everything that I was doing for the kids was to help her. So I am just trying to stay focused on what he called me to do aside from the distractions. For real. Sis, I'm about to tell my story. I'm writing some books and it is so hard because like I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but I gotta get this out because people need to know how good God is. Because that's the only reason I'm still here. After everything that happened, you know, I just think about going to prison and all that stuff that happened. But if I had to do it over again, I wouldn't choose that, but I would be more receptive of the fact that God chose that for me for purpose. Because that is now a part of my ministry. All the people that, you know, God showed me the other day, he said these mega churches and these pastors, they not leaving the 99 to go after the one. They going after the ones in your bank account. They just trying to keep the same people stuck on the hook, feeding them scraps, making them think they got to come through them to get to God. But then you set your pastors up as an idol and you worship them and God punishes you. Because that is not his will. Jesus is the head. Other than him, we are all just members of the body. And these bishops and all these clergy members thinking they the head. So God go get a drug dealer. He go get an ex-lesbian. He go get a convicted felon that's going to tell the truth and not pretend to be perfect. Not portray a level of holiness that you feel like you could never attain. Because they're fake and pretending to be something that they're not. No, you can't never be who they pretending to be. But spiritually, God is honoring you. And people are coming against your ministry. When they came against my money, they came against my ministry. All because I didn't want to listen to gossip. All because I was so stressed out with everything else that I was doing for other people that I said, look, I can't be your dumping ground this time. You call me every day telling me about the $200,000 that you done spent on somebody laid up, smoking weed, playing the game, making babies, while I'm begging you for $150 for a business license. God is not pleased with that. And I didn't even have to say all that. You deflected on me, lied on me, slandered me, defamated my character, turned my church and my pastor against me. when all I was trying to do was serve. But to have people come through for me, Jesus, I cannot say that enough. If you don't know how it feels to wake up in so much pain every day that you want to die, you don't know me. You don't know anything about my life. You don't know how hard it is to get up every day and serve people that hate you. People that walk by you like you don't exist. But God told me, he said, what you make happen for others, I will make happen for you. So I serve this house like it's my house. I cut the grass and I raked the grass. I was doing all of that. Because I build people. I don't tear people down. And when I see things in me that came from pain and trauma, I work on it diligently. I repent. I apologize for the people that I hurt. But my best apology is turning around. My best apology is getting up every day and trying to be better. Just like with my pain medicine, I told God, take my pain away and I'll never take another pill a day in my life. I don't desire that. I desire to be made whole, to be healed and delivered and set free. But these pastors can't punch their way out of a wet paper bag because they have no anointing, because they're pretending to be godly, but denying the power of Holy Spirit. When I told God yes, I didn't tell God yes until I was serious. When I went to Georgia and I was chasing homosexuality and chasing a music career, I still went to church sometimes with my lesbian girlfriend. But I was not sold out to God because I knew that when I commit to a thing, I do it for real. But y'all have no idea the depth of which I'm digging myself out of. Y'all have no idea. And I'm not withholding that from fear of judgment or anything. It's a matter of God having it put together for the people that is purposed for. Because it's destiny helpers and it's destiny destroyers out here. And I don't force nobody to help me, but the least you can do is not hurt me. The least you can do is get out of my way and let God cook. But how I've been here 10 years and everybody can see what God has done inside of me but you. Everybody can see the changes that I've made in 10 years but you. It's a stronghold. And I seen it in my family church as a kid. And it's no different now. These pastors want to be mean girls. These pastors want to be pedophiles and hide behind the cloth. And I'm tired. Like Pastor Mike Todd said today, we give grace to the person, but we don't give no grace to these demonic spirits. mom didn't come against me. A witchcraft spirit came against me and told her I'm her enemy. Told her everything that I say to her is negative. It's disrespectful. Like I'm trying to take her power. I'm trying to help her get her power back. But she likes the power of manipulation. And because it's because of her trauma. Trying to please her mother. But when I saw that in Denalia, I knew it had to break. When I saw her changing who she was to please unrealistic expectations of somebody else, I put my foot the fuck down. And I will never apologize for that. I will never apologize for fighting for autonomy. Because we deserve to be individuals. And to not be shamed because we can't be who somebody else wants us to be. I am who I am, and who I'm not, I'll never be. But I will be who God created me to be because I gave him my yes. And until the day he returns, he's not going to stop the work that he started in me. But nobody's going to invalidate the work that he's already done and the work that I've already done. Because I ain't been mysteriously healed, delivered, and set free. I make a conscious decision every day not to be in homosexual relationships. But do I still fight? Every day. Every day I fight gender identity confusion. While I'm wearing my boxer shorts right now. But I don't let that stop me from doing what God called me to do. And that's fight for this region, fight for my bloodline, and fight for my ministry. Which is children who have been battered and sexually abused. Children of drug addicts. These children in this prison to pipeline system, school to prison pipeline. These people laid up in this hospital that don't have nobody to advocate for them. And got people either treating them like they junkies or treating them like they crazy when they advocate for themselves. These people that are in prison that are victims of circumstance. Everybody in prison is not bad, but I came out with more demons than I went in with. They not helping nobody by locking them up. And y'all not helping nobody by judging them and turning your back on them because you think you're better than them because they got caught and you didn't. We all have sinned and fallen short. But we all are not putting on the bloodstained banner every day and going to war. And going to church is not going to war. Preaching is not going to war. Saving up money that you're not using for people who are desperate right now is not war. And all of this started because somebody stood up for me today. Which is godly, it's love, it's what the church is supposed to be doing. But I'm telling you, the church is not what it used to be. Whatever you thought the church was, get that out of your mind. Because the church is now anybody willing to do what God said. No matter how you look, I still got all this hair on my face. People probably think I'm still gay, even though I haven't been in an active homosexual relationship in 10 years. People don't know what you got going on, and they try to judge the outward appearance, but God judges the heart. That's why David was able to sleep with Bathsheba and have her husband killed and still be called a friend of God, a man after God's own heart, because he had a secret place that nobody else could see. Y'all don't know what I'm doing every night when I'm up all night long in pain, rolling around, talking to God. Y'all don't know how much I'm praying for y'all and interceding for y'all. Y'all don't know how much I'm waiting on God to increase me so that I can help y'all. But I had somebody help me today by saying, you don't get to talk bad about somebody good and then expect me to help you. Somebody slandered me for needing help and then went to somebody else for help and got chopped off. And that blessed my soul to have God use somebody to avenge me. To say, no, you picked the wrong one on the right day. But that was my friend that you talked to like that. And you don't get to talk to my friend like that and then come ask me for money. When you don't know her. You don't know what she's going through. You don't know what she does for other people. But you want to come against her and judge her. So y'all, I know I'm always on here crying because I am out of control of my emotions. I am so overwhelmed with emotion. I said I wasn't going to cry, and I done tried to stop crying 3 or 4 times, but I am just overwhelmed with emotion that people love me enough to stand up for me. To fight for me when I can't fight for myself. Like my friend Clover, she brings me food when she can. And it's always, I'm telling you, it is literally always when I'm in this house in pain and I can't get up and feed myself. And she'll call and say, I'm outside. When you've been that type of person to people, and Step, you can attest. You know me. A lot of these people on here, y'all see me and y'all think y'all know me, but a lot of y'all don't know me. And if you know me, I can almost guarantee that I have tried to sow something into your life, be it physical, spiritual, financial, emotional. If I'm connected to you, I have tried my best to not be a liability in your life. So to have somebody come through for me today and say, no, not on my watch. Like I said, Miss Cool, I love you. I love your children. I love your grandchildren. And it's nothing they could do to make me hate you. Straight up. We don't have to talk every day. But you didn't comment on the stuff when you saw it. And like she said, I wanted to say something. She said, but I just sat back because I knew it was going to come full circle. And it came full circle today. And I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful. Because what I'm building, what God is building through me, what I'm fighting for, it's going to change generations. And I am determined until my last breath to love on y'all, to fight, to be honest and transparent. And that's all I got, y'all. I'm telling you, that's all I got. That's all I can say. Shout out to y'all for coming on here and listening. You know what I'm saying? I hope it changes your interactions with people. I hope, you know what I'm saying, you start standing up for people that, you know, when you see stuff going on, because it's been a whole bunch of, I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about to get involved in that. But we're supposed to esteem others more highly than ourselves. We're supposed to protect each other. And when my grandmother came against me, my mom's church was supposed to have fail safes in place to mediate that. But I digress. Like I said, it's not my mom that I have a problem with. It's the spirit that is using her. And I'm going to keep speaking out about it until it's a non-factor in our bloodline. Because manipulation is witchcraft. Period. And when you always trying to manipulate and control people and all of that, that Leviathan spirit is just going to keep growing until it becomes a part of your character. It's not an oppression. You have partnered with the demon. That was one thing about me. I always knew homosexuality was not who God created me to be. I can't speak for nobody else. I can't say people aren't born gay, but I can say I wasn't. Extenuating circumstances made me gay. Oh, you the son your father never had, and Lil Hurl, and all of this. I made choices. And the same way I chose it is the same way I chose to unchoose it. But like I said, I haven't been delivered and just mysteriously healed. I would tell you if I had. I haven't. I get up and fight through the pain. I get up and fight through the gender identity crisis that I go through every day with all this hair on my face and everything else. Y'all have no idea, but I just try to encourage people. I just try to spread information, and I try to help the best I can. So I ain't gonna keep beating a dead dog. I love y'all. I'm so grateful, just to have people that love me for no reason at all. But just to have people that stand up for me, people that avenge me, and people that let other people know it's not okay to treat me any kind of way. I love you, and I pray God's richest blessings on your life, because you deserve people that defend people when they're not present to defend themselves. They deserve a lot. They deserve the world. Cause so many times you might not join in on the conversation, but you don't rebut it and you don't defend the person that's not there to defend themselves. So that means you just as bad as them. I love y'all, man. Keep me lifted, and I'm gonna do the same for y'all.